Good afternoon, people. So it's winter time.
It's getting there anyway.
The wind has stopped at the moment, so it's kind of better. I've been painting, you see, look, paint all over me. The new Bazza, but with an idea. Okay, so we're doing the new keg for the Perfect Draft.
We are indeed.
Which I find very exciting. I've got it set at 4 degrees here. I'm going to make sure it's the right one. If you'd like to introduce the new keg, I'm just thinking of that.
You can't remember the name.
I can. No, I wanted to make sure I didn't pour Ninkasi rather than Dupont.
It is Brasserie de Mont, Blanc, La
Rosso.
Yeah.
Brasserie de Mont, La Rosso, s'il vous plaît. I know my French. I was just trying to let Michelle introduce it.
Brasserie de Mont, Blanc, La Rosso.
Anyway, it's another French brewery. It looks like another, well, hopefully, decent beer. We have had a little sample. We're not really sure on this one, are we? With the amber ale and the red ale thing, which I'll go into in a minute. All we can do here is pour it. We've only had up, oh, I lost the glass. Literally a half of the half, didn't we?
So, yeah, basically, yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So yeah, 6.5%, our second one from France, one that we actually introduced on our channel with Dan back in August.
Indeed. Yeah, some people are describing this as a red ale, some of them an amber ale.
Yeah.
Or an amber beer.
It seems to us, on what we're thinking, it's more of an amber ale because it's of a higher strength. Whereas to the red ales, well, especially the Irish red ales, what I've read, tend to be of a lower strength. But anyway, I'm going to pour the right beer, so that's a start.
Yeah, if we get the right beer out, that would definitely be a good start.
It does help, doesn't it? So let's give her a nice pour.
I'm really glad that this is coming at this time because I've had quite a few days of the beer all together, so it's going to be a nice clean palate to really get a taste of this.
Yeah, click that. Just our amber ale, like a Belgian beauty, should be poured. Look at that, lovely.
Yeah, now that
head.
has got a really lovely beigey, creamy head. It is an amber colour, but there is a red hue to this. Yeah. There is most definitely a red hue to this. So
I'll get a shot at it, actually. Not that I'm going to use it for the thing, but I'll just go.
Yeah, don't do it with the name.
Well, I don't mind about the name.
People.
Well, people that watch our channel are intelligent. Don't worry about that. We leave all the others to Bazza. So, and Bazza will be doing this one, but he ordered late. So do watch All the Beer, No Idea, because he'll be doing this review possibly tomorrow afternoon, won't he? Simo Sups, unfortunately, isn't feeling too good at the moment, but although he may not be doing this review, he is meeting us on the 1st of November in Leven St Anne's, when you lot have stitched me up to drink John Smith's. So can Simo.
Okay, so let's have a good smell of this.
It's a tough one, this, because it's well out of my drinking range, if I'm honest. I enjoyed the what was the other amber ale?
Oh, that does smell nice, yeah.
What was the other amber ale that never came back? It was actually nice. We had 2 kegs of it. Oh, right.
No.
Oh, look at the glass. Don't worry, I'm a professional, people. It was called Palm.
Oh, Palm, yeah.
Remember?
This actually isn't smelling like Palm one.
No, but
the aroma I'm picking up from this.
Right, sorry. Do apologise. Come on.
There's some nice toasted malt smells to there. There's something nice and sweet like caramel, and there are some really big fruity smells in there as well. Yeah,
it's like it's packed aroma of fruits, isn't it? It's like some of the dried fruits sometimes. Not going along the raisin lines, but I don't know. As I say,
you are getting an abundance of fruit there. It smells almost kind of jammy, so that is going to be worth having a taste to see if you can pick out individual fruits from that.
Oh, and anyone, while Michelle's taking the first sample that entered the PD Con competition for the 4th of November in Manchester, do remember, I have a discount code for you. It's still valid, so do contact me on here, anywhere. I did try and contact everyone, but wasn't so successful, but there was a nice 50% discount code, which makes it even more worthwhile than it was anyway. So, right. Testing.
Okay, go on, have your sip.
Yeah, I do like the smell of it. And 6.5 again.
Okay.
Is well gone.
It's got a really, really mild carbonation. It's smooth and velvety, yet it's punchy. It's got that alcohol kick to it. It's not an unpleasant kick, it's a nice one. I'm getting a really lovely malty, roasted kind of almond taste to this.
Yeah, you get the, because it says on one of the write-ups, I think it was Dan's write-up or something, you're getting 3 malts, aren't you? Whereas normally you might not.
Yeah, I think I might
or 4 malts, 3 hops or something. Yeah, something like that. But you can tell there, for me, I'm getting, and as you were saying earlier, there's abundance of fruit, maybe even to berries.
Yeah, I'm going to get onto that because I want to go all the way through the taste palette that I'm getting from this.
Professional people, professional. No, I'll tell you what though, it's starting to grow. That's why it's really hard. When you go straight in and do a review, you can get it awfully wrong, can't you?
Yeah, I'm definitely getting that caramel, lovely malted toasted notes of almond in there. Yeah, that caramel is quite predominant. That is very pleasant. That is giving it a nice sweetness. Then you're moving on to a fruitiness. There is
berries,
an abundance of fruit. I find it almost kind of jammy kind of fruit. It's
like blackberries. I was thinking blackberries, blueberries. It's
really ripe fruit I'm getting in there.
Yeah, very, very ripe. But it's so smooth because of the creaminess going through you. You've still got hints of the caramel.
Yeah, it is. It's like sort of velvety smoothness to this that I'm really liking.
I think it's a grower, really.
But I think what I really need to say about this, that you are getting those wonderful caramel notes, the toasted almonds, the fruit in there, which is wonderful. It could leave you thinking, well, this could be a little bit sweet for me. It isn't. I'll tell you what balances this off nicely. You have got the massive punchy alcohol punch to it. And it's not like a horrible from a Belgian that you get that are too high and they give you that burn. It's not. It's giving it a nice punchiness.
Smooth, isn't it? All the way through.
And last but not least, the balance for this, for me, is coming from that slight spiciness that you're getting. That's balancing all the fruits and everything off. There's a little bit of pepperiness there.
Yeah, there is a spice, and you do get the hoppiness at the end, don't you? But not harsh.
Yeah, for me, it's not a real bitterness or a hoppy kind of taste. It's more of a spicy kind of taste. A warm spiciness.
I think it's a definite grower.
Yeah.
I definitely think there's something.
A little bit of nutmeg, maybe. It's definitely something a little bit peppery.
You've
got that. It just balances out the other flavours in there really, really nicely.
What it borders on as well, does it not? I know it's come autumn. Doesn't it border on your Christmas ales?
It's exactly what I was thinking. You have got that fruitiness, and I was almost going to think to myself, am I thinking of this is the fruitiness that I get from those Christmas, those Christmas type of ales? It isn't as spicy as that. You haven't got that sort of.
No, but you've got a huge.
Yeah.
It goes towards that.
It is towards that. It is towards that. It isn't quite as strong or as vibrant. It's a little bit more subtle than some of the Christmas ones, but it does give a nod to that kind of
towards that type of left knoll. Because I kept thinking it, and I was thinking, it does remind me of something, because we thought it was going to be quite similar to Ninkasi, didn't we? That's why we've kept a bit of Ninkasi. We'll probably still do that video anyway, because it gives us another go on
nice to see how they compare to each other.
I think it's nothing like Ninkasi.
This is a great autumn beer. This for me is you're getting the best of both worlds. You're still getting something that's not as heavy or as wintry as a Christmas beer, but it's bringing you into that full season quite nicely.
I really did. I had that feeling about it, and I kept thinking, it's kind of, it is bordering on the Xmas ales, and it's a grower, isn't it? Because we sat there earlier, I mean, as I say, they're half of a half, but we really weren't sure. And I said, let's just go in there, read a little bit up. I mean, what was I reading up? It makes no sense to what we're tasting here. That's
I think you just read.
Well, it's trying to accustom if it was more of a red ale or an amber ale. Amber ale is an emerging term used in Australia, France as amberie, Belgium and the Netherlands and North America for pale ales brewed with a proportion of amber malt, and there is more malt, and sometimes crystal malt to produce an amber colour ranging from light copper to light brown. Yeah. Which it sums that up. But then also, the red ale thing, according to the beer festival style guidelines, red ales must possess a range of mediums or medium, slightly fuller body, which it is, medium levels of the fruity aromas and the flavours common in an IPA, medium hop bitterness and flavour medium to full malt character. Well, it's both of them, depending on
it is
what taste you're getting.
For me, this is really, really good, like I say, for bringing you into that autumn sort of spirit. This would be a really great drink to have sort of at Halloween's party or something, where you still wanted something a little bit warming, because it has got that quality to it. Yeah. But yeah, it's not as heavy.
It's not hitting you, knowing that way, and you're like, oh, Jesus, rocket fuel. You know, like, I mean, a TK, this is a TK glass. Obviously, we haven't got the glass. Bazza probably has, but we haven't. I mean, we've had a talk from this brewery some time ago on the sub, which I don't think we was that impressed, but I can't remember, so.
Yeah, I can.
And I'm sure we've had a bottle of something of them. I know they've got a Weizen, but I don't recall that one. So I was checking today, and you know when you know it, the only thing I remembered was the talk. We definitely had that talk in the sub, maybe even the first time around of a sub, maybe 4 years ago, 3 years ago.
Yeah, I think it might have been quite a long while
ago. I don't know.
Because I'm not really, I can't really remember or picture it.
I know it as well, because before it was coming to Perfect Draft, and I think of French things, I think of Only Fools and Horses and Del Boy and everything, and I think, oh, how would he pronounce that? Same way as me, messed up, isn't it? But
yeah, this, I don't have a clue.
this has got to be a yes, isn't it? Oh,
for me, this is definitely a yes. When I first tasted it, I was like, I don't really know what to think of it. But there again, I'd have just like a very small sip. So I think going into it, it is a grower. You are picking up more and more of those flavours. I think that is going to be a lovely drink for this time of year.
So, the other thing to go on about that is important to people with the cost of living crisis that's still there for us is obviously the price, which I get is a concern for some people. But I got it in the keg pack with Frankie Royal and Hertong Grand Pilsner, which are two of the best kegs. I mean, Hertong Grand Pilsner, still in my opinion, is the best keg of the year. I don't think that's going to be beaten this year. That's just my opinion. I mean, it's not even as great as a Pilsner, but it's just so nice, isn't it? And then Cassie's been good, isn't it? Been impressed with that.
Very good, yeah.
So they're getting better. And the thing is, what we ask for Perfect Draft, we all ask not to have all this rubbish from the supermarket like Copperberg and everything. So I think that Dan and Jack are pretty much doing their jobs. They're delivering us beers.
You're getting a variety of different beers. So,
you're not just going to get in the supermarket. I see people being annoyed, and I say, going back to the price, when you work it all out, with buying it in that keg pack, and it was on the 15%, you could have done it that way, but I bottled 2 kegs in case it was crap, so I went the other way. Always the way, isn't it? But the point about that is so it's cost you 105 quid for your 3 kegs, so 35 quid each, right? So you can live with that. And then you take into account your 5% beer tokens, which you get for purchasing automatically. People say it don't count, but of course it does. And then obviously you get your £5 when you return your keg. So it's actually costing you £2.80 for a quality, and that is quality, isn't it?
Yeah,
for a quality, like we say, it is for us. It's an autumn beer.
It is. It is a very good autumn beer. I think it's just got those wonderful flavours that make it a really good transitional beer from its sort of summertime drinking going into the.
It is an Xmas warm up, isn't it?
Yeah,
and that didn't come about when we were drinking it earlier. It's just I kept thinking it reminds me of something, and not the Ninkasi that I thought it would. I thought, hold on a minute, and that's when and the reason I saw it. What am I looking at? Under the spatten.
It definitely is a nod towards that, definitely.
Yeah. You know what keg I'm looking at down there, and I'm thinking...
Yeah, them toasted notes, slight spiciness on the end, yeah, definitely.
What about bringing that out after we've done that one with that, and then on the third go with that, if we don't somehow drink the keg, try it against the Knoll, because we have the Knoll.
Yeah.
It's just expired now, David, you know it'd be alright anyway. But there you go, that's could be an interesting one.
I think that would be a really good comparison.
I think that the Knoll's obviously much more deep in complex.
Yeah, it's going to be
and it's more heavier, more heavier. Heavy is
darker and heavier.
The word there, but that's got similarities. It's like a more, rather than your Christmas pudding type,
yeah,
I say your autumn thing, your more fruity version of it.
Yeah, this is more, the fruit in this, I'm finding it quite ripe and jammy, whereas the Left Knoll tends to be that sort of dried mixed fruits, the raisins and...
Yeah, the Left Knoll's one of our favourite kegs.
I absolutely love it. I love the heavy spiciness. I really like this. It is a lighter transitional style beer that is perfect for all the time.
If I only had a camera running on earlier.
Because
But it just proves the point, doesn't it?
I'm not sure.
That's why I say to you, we always test them now.
You have to go in and actually really taste the beer, let the flavour settle in your mouth and your palate.
You need that little bit beforehand, and when you're doing a perfect draft keg, it's really important because a lot of people, hopefully, are going to watch it. So you don't want the situation where you F up. I know at the beginning, some of them we F'd up. Well, I think we did anyway. Ones that have been brought to my attention, which that's fair enough, yeah. So now we don't go straight in and we talk about it rather than trying to, I don't know, kind of at the beginning, we tried to stitch each other up on camera a little bit with our knowledge, which weren't a lot between us, if I'm honest, isn't it? But it's been a bit of fun. It's been a journey. I still get a buzz. As a lot of you know, I talk to Dan quite a lot, and I get an absolute buzz when there's a new keg coming out, don't I?
Yeah.
And the day I lose that buzz is the day I'm done with the machines. And while that buzz is still there, like the opportunity to get another Frankie Raw, I'm like, I've only got a couple. This is good, and I still buzz for the new kegs, don't I?
This for me is a really lovely beer. On the first sip, I don't know what to make of this. It was only a couple of sips, so to go in there and actually have a proper taste of it and really get a feel for this beer, I'm coming out of this thinking, yeah, I really like this.
This is good.
I do like this.
I was quite impressed at the start.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's our last new keg until PDCon. When I'm not sure, there's still a chance that the new keg might be ready for testing. If it is, then that'll be tested. If not, it's going to get introduced to you and we're going to know what's going on away. And I only know the same as you lot. Not a lot, unfortunately. So I don't know why they don't trust me. Conrad used to. I don't know. I don't know what went wrong. Maybe I trusted people that I shouldn't have done.
Well, it's all exciting stuff, and yeah, this really is. It's a lovely. It's a velvety, smooth beer with toasted notes, sweetness of caramel, lovely fruity, ripe fruitiness, and just that hint of spiciness at the end to give it a nice balance. I'm liking this.
I think they've got it. Don't look for that. I didn't bring them out.
Bring them in. Oh my goodness.
I didn't bring them out. I didn't bring them out. You have to hold your hand up and wave it around like
that. I don't know, God.
It's a tricky one, isn't it?
I'm going to go for an 8.5.
8.5. Now, not an 8, but an 8.5.
I don't know. I'm kind of thinking, am I giving it an 8 or am I giving it a 9? Yeah, do you know what? I'm giving it a 9. I like that. I like that.
You will get in trouble in the Facebook groups if someone don't like it.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I've described it. I like those flavours. So for me, it's a 9.
I'm going on an 8 because would I drink it again? Well, yeah. Obviously, we've got best part of 9.5 pints there, so yeah, we're going to drink it again. Would I buy it again? Is another question, and I have to say yes because
for this time of year, I think it's a really, really pleasant style of drink that works well.
Yeah, it really does. It delivers, which is what you want. Oh. She's impressed, you see. Right, I think we've done everyone's head really on this one.
Oh yeah, we have. We've gone on.
But okay, I say we will go back on this. Probably still against Ninkasi, just to go on anything we thought of, and we have a couple tonight, and then we will go on it against Left Knoll.
Yep.
So we'll give it 3 proper shots.
Video,
yeah, that's the best we can do. Right. Anyway, when you try it, obviously, or if you tried it already, do let us know. Let us know what you think. See if we've got it right, we've got it wrong, and so on. Hopefully, I'll see a lot of you on the 4th of November. Remember, we're in Manchester on the 3rd of November, we're in Fleetwood on the 2nd, and Lytham St Anne's with Simo Sups, the main man, on the 1st, drinking John Smith's. Bonjour.
Bye.